September brings us with Venus in Leo stationing direct and Jupiter in Taurus stationing retrograde, both at the beginning of the month. And towards the middle and the end of the month, we're going to have the sun entering Libra, and then we're going to have a full moon in Aries. Both of these events are going to be activating the Aries Libra nodes in your birth chart. So hi and welcome back. I am your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. To get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. And if you are returning, thank you for all the likes and comments because I greatly appreciate you. So this is your September 2023 astrology forecast. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, we start off with September 3rd. Venus is now stationed direct. So she has been retrograde in your 10th house of career, your public standing, your legacy. And so you have been going back over this area of your life and restructuring or reorganizing some things. There could be people in your life that you were learning boundaries with or learning to understand differently, or to remember that this is it's an 8-year cycle. So something that happened, the same theme happened 8 years ago. And now this is just a more mature theme of, do I have boundaries? Am I focused on my career, my cash, my property, me? Am I the central focus of this? And remember that Leo is you, and Leo is it's your career. It's how you literally want to be seen. And it's making sure that whatever you're building is building it so it can last and be seen publicly and be seen for quality. And also it's about making money and leaving a beautiful legacy. And Venus can help you do that. And so what did you learn? This probably, the lessons probably came from female colleagues, female bosses, or somebody of a higher than you. And now that it's coming to an end, you can sort through any of these issues that have come up over the last month. And so now you're going to be finding more inspiration. You're going to have more creativity. Leo is fiery, childlike, creativity, passion. And so these things have been lacking while Venus has been going retrograde. And so now that she's stationing and going forward, it's about picking up what I've been missing. And now I feel like my energy is starting to return. I can now move forward with these creative projects that I've had to put on a back burner that have been stalled. Now on the very next day, on September 4th, we have Jupiter stationing retrograde. Now, Jupiter has been stationed forward in your 7th house of partnership. It joined after, right before the nodes shifted. Your 1st house of self and your 7th house of partnership was highly activated for the last year and a half of your life. It was about, how do I have these grounded relationships, these healthy partnerships, and that's just with clients, your best friends, your significant others. It's contracts that you've signed. And Uranus here has really said, look, that no longer serves you. We're going to get rid of it hard and fast. Now, Jupiter rules over your 2nd house of personal cash, property, self-worth, and your 5th house of fun and joy and pleasure and being childlike. It's creativity. So these 3 houses tell a story about what's been going on with you with partnership with Jupiter here. This is about, who do I connect with for clients that will bring cash, property, my self-worth, that make me feel good for what I am doing. Whatever I need to be doing, I need to feel good about it. And it's about bringing joy to your life. And Jupiter sees the bigger picture and seeks outside help. Jupiter seeks out partnership, and it seeks out wisdom and learning and knowledge. It's the biggest planet in the zodiac. And so now that it's stationed retrograde, it's about taking all the information that you've gained through spirituality, through mentorship, through guidance, through everything that you've done, wanting to see this bigger picture. And now I need to go within. I need to take this information and I need to sit on it, because I need to to take it in and say, how is this going to change me? Because you're not just taking in information, you're taking it in, you're thoughtfully understanding it and processing it, and it's going to change who you are, who you connect up with, and who you want to partner with, whether it be your significant other or with business partners or with clients or with friends. This can change literally all of those areas of your life, because when you take in new information, it's about clearing out karma. Jupiter going within is saying, this no longer serves me. I'm done with it. I'm good. I need to get rid of it. I am ready to move forward with this area of my life. And I need to move forward in a positive way. And this is you with your +1 house, your partnerships, your relationships, your significant others. And so there will be some kind of karma if you allow it to be cleared up, to deal with it and to put it behind. And you're going to have this opportunity to go within and do some inner healing and come out with new beliefs. Now, as we move forward on the 14th, we're going to have this new moon. So with the new moon, this is important because it's in the sign of Virgo, and new moons always signify fresh starts, clean slates, these new beginnings. Virgo is the sign of, we have this abundance, we need to be organized, we need to be detailed, we need to not waste anything. And so the sun is here saying, hey, these are my dreams, my hopes, my wishes, my goals, and these are the people that I need to align with. And a new moon here is saying, hey, I think that I need to look elsewhere. I need to align with what are my goals. Remember that the sun is ruled by Leo and the moon is Cancer. And so this is you connecting with your spiritual thoughts, beliefs, people, places, and things that are far away, and learning and studying. And how are you going to put this in with, I need to align with these groups because they're going to help me get to where I want to be for either my career or for a legacy that I want to leave behind. This is the house of, these are my personal dreams. Now, you're going to start these new things, and the very next day, we're going to have Mercury station direct. This is going to boost everything for you because Mercury is having you go back, has been having you go back over this area of your life of, look, get organized, get structured, clean this stuff up, because you cannot move forward if you have too many balls in the air. If you have too many things going on, then you cannot start anything new. So when Mercury stationed retrograde, it was going back over that area of your life saying, clean this area up because you're ready to start new. You are ready to have these new beginnings in this area. So there will be this quickly finishing some things, and this could be through work, or it could be through actual groups that you initialize or initiate in order for you to move forward with. Then on September 23rd, we're going to have the sun move into the sign of Libra. Now, this is really important because the nodes have shifted into the sign of Libra. I have a separate video on those with the me-we area of your life that's now going to be activated for the next year and a half. It's about, how do I find a balance between what do I want and what somebody else wants, and what are my needs and other people, and how do I find this balance? Who am I with partners and friends and significant others? Well, for you, it's in your 12th house. As the sun goes into the sign of Libra, it's going to initiate, I need to find balance with partnerships. I need to find balance with fairness. And I need less chaos. And it might be you, instead of you being the mediator between two different people, it might be you having to be the mediator between you and somebody else. You're going to want to spend time with other people because that's what the sun in Libra does. The sun in Libra says, hey, I want to initiate this. I'm excited about this. I love this. This is, these are people, places, and things that I want to combine. But at the same time, It's about how do I restore the balance of my circle of friends? How do I give myself a time out? Because the 12th house is the house of rest, the house of seclusion, the house of I need to have a place where I can go out and do things, but I also need to have a place where I can go in and restore. I can go in and figure out what is the most important thing for me, rest and recovery before I go back out. So the next thing that we have, the next lunation, is on the 29th. So on the 29th, we have a full moon. This is important because this area of our life that was illuminated, the sun saying, hey, focus on taking a time out, focus on rest, recovery, your mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being. And now you're going to have this full moon. And it's totally going to illuminate how do you find this balance between work and home. Full moons usually signify these endings or culminations. So maybe you're working with a mentor and maybe that will come to an end. Or maybe you have reached a goal for an exercise program. Or remember that this house is mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, and full moons mean some kind of something is going to be revealed or some kind of ending. Moons are always very emotional times, and so with Aries here, Mars here and Aries here, this is about fire, drive, passion, and initiation. And so whatever could be ending, this could be you going after it and ending it. So use caution that you don't have this a short temper. Make sure that you keep yourself busy and allow for the flow, because these are going to be natural endings with the direction in which you're supposed to be going. Because moon here, north node here, this is a focus of a direction in which you are supposed to be heading, which is unfamiliar territory, and you are going to be wanting to fall back on, I want to just self-isolate, self-seclude, and you're going to have to put yourself out there in order to move forward. So as always, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And if you would like an individual reading, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.